They told you to be yourself, but neuroscience proves that's the last thing you should do if you want to be irresistible. Let's talk about mirror neurons. Every time you speak, move, or even breathe, her brain is subconsciously copying your emotional state. That's why when you're anxious, she's anxious. When you're confident, she's drawn to you like a moth to a flame. The Vortex Protocol exists to teach you how to weaponize this ancient neurological hack, because attraction isn't built on words, it's built on the silent signals your brain sends out before you even open your mouth. Psychologists call it emotional contagion. Her amygdala, her reward centers, her limbic system, they're all wired to sync with the strongest emotion in the room. When you master your own emotional state, when you project certainty, power, and unapologetic self-control, her brain literally can't help but follow. But if you're a chaotic mess inside, every word you say becomes noise. That's why the Vortex Protocol focuses on building an unshakable internal state. So your presence triggers the same chemical pathways as adrenaline and dopamine combined. Imagine this: you walk into a room and every head turns. Not because you said something clever, but because you radiate an energy they can't resist. Inside the Vortex Protocol, you'll learn the neuroscience of behavioral mirroring, the psychological triggers that make people crave your approval, and the exact blueprint to become the man whose very presence commands attention. Because influence isn't about the words you use, it's about the state you transmit. So ask yourself, do you want to keep living like an emotional doormat, hoping she'll notice you? Or do you want to become the man whose energy she can't escape? The Vortex Protocol. Watch now and transform your presence into power.